Welcome back to more Super Mario Galaxy. Last time, we opened up the kitchen and made our way through most of the Beach Bowl Galaxy. This time, we're moving on to the Ghostly Galaxy. First up is Luigi and the Haunted Mansion. For obvious reasons, this mission makes a lot more sense if you're playing as Mario. We detected signs of Luigi in this galaxy. I hope he hasn't been eaten by ghosts. Over here, under this rock, we actually have a rainbow star, which will make it a little bit easier to get to this haunted mansion, where we have to help out Luigi as Luigi. I do find this whole scenario very fascinating, actually, and I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't change it for the second playthrough. Like, you still have to rescue Luigi, even though you are Luigi, but I'm actually kind of glad they left it this way, just because of the absurdity of the scenario. Over here we have a lever. So we have a beam of light. We could have used that to defeat the Boo if we hadn't used the rainbow star. The ghosts hate light. There's also a block up there, but for now, let's make our way up the stairs. We also have another Boo. This one, if we look at it, for one thing, if you stare at a Boo, it won't chase you, and they only chase you if you're looking away. But we can actually see that this one has a key, so let's lure it over to the light and defeat it. So that opens up the door at the top of the stairs, but first of all, let's actually stop and get these star bits. Part of the reason why I haven't actually been doing the Hungry Luma observatory stages as soon as we unlock them is because I'm trying to amass as many star bits as I can through the rest of the galaxies first. We actually saw these earlier, but there are new types of Goombas. These are basically just Goombas with pumpkins on their heads. The pumpkins cannot be destroyed by jumping on them. You have to use a ground pound or a spin, like so. But other than that, they're basically just standard Goombas if you break the pumpkin with a spin. But yeah, a ground pound will instantly defeat them. So we have to go around collecting star chips to put together a launch star. There are also black holes all over the place, so we have to be a little bit careful and watch our step as we make our way around this room. There's one more to go, but there's also a crack in the ceiling, so let's actually break this. And we actually have a secret library with a lever. This reveals a ton of coins and a bunch of little sling stars to send us around the room to collect the coins as quickly as possible. Again, coins aren't actually super helpful. I do like how they give you an extra life similar to star bits, but overall, yeah, your focus should be star bits in general. I was a little bit worried about dropping down because of not being able to see where I was going, but it all worked out. Let's collect the final star chip. And we have another launch star over here. If we head up to this window, yeah, we actually have a second Luigi, who we need to help out. Let's jump over here and collect this key very carefully using the pull stars. Now, actually, it feels a little bit scary, even though it's actually pretty consistent, I feel. And we also have more Boos. We're actually going to leave these alone. Instead, let's actually head over here, where we have another coin. You transformed into Boo Luigi. Shake the controller or press Y to vanish. So we are now a Boo. You can basically mash the jump button to ascend. You can also press Z, L to like initiate like a falling animation, and we also have a coin up here. So that reveals the one up in the painting. Boos have a weakness to light, so obviously we don't want to touch the light as Boo Luigi either. One benefit is the Boos will actually not attack us. They actually have little hearts, but if we actually went into it, we will lose the transformation, which is not good. Also, the Boos will immediately become hostile again if we transform back into Luigi like so. So yeah, avoid directly running into enemies, obviously, and avoid running into light, like that. Let's make our way over here. Kind of like the Vanish Cap in Mario 64, you can also shake the controller or press Y to phase through bars like this. And we can use this to make our way over to Luigi. So, over here, we can just directly phase through this. But because he's Luigi, he's not super happy with a ghost approaching him like this. So we actually have to phase through and then actually use this light to transform back into regular Luigi so we can actually talk to him. Oh my, are you me? Well, I guess there's enough people in the universe for one person to look like me. Anyway, I found a power star. Let's take it back. Let's go home. You got a star! Luigi and the Haunted Mansion, Ghostly Galaxy. High score updated. Increase your starbit count. A new chapter has been added to the storybook. Welcome back.
Look.
I can see your twin from here. If you ask him, I bet he'll help you search for power stars. And I'm sure he has a lot to tell you. You should go speak to him over there by the garage. Alright, let's make our way over to our twin and see what he has to tell us. Amy, you're looking for power stars, right? I think you missed one in the Good Egg Galaxy. I'll write you a letter if I find it. Check your mail. One interesting tidbit is that the playable Luigi is actually slightly shorter than the non-playable Luigi. I'm assuming this is because of hitboxes, so his hitbox is a little bit closer to Mario. But yeah, we now have a second Luigi helping us. We'll get a letter at some point when he actually finds the star, so for now let's head back to the kitchen. Also over here, the library opened up last time, and there is stuff to see there, but I've actually decided to save that for the end of this playthrough. So, in the meantime, let's head back over to the kitchen. There's a new type of comet at the Beach Bowl Galaxy, the Fast Foe Comet. This is Fast Foes on the Cyclone Stone. Remember how I mentioned that the original stage had a lot of waiting? Well, we definitely don't have to wait as much. The Fast Foe Comet basically speeds up enemies, that's all it really does. But in a case like this, that's a little bit intimidating when you have a ton of Tox boxes and thwomps crashing about here. So we're going to play this relatively safe. Obviously, you can get through the stage very quickly. but I'm not feeling that confident. Like, even this part here with the circling platforms, I tend to mess this up a lot, like that. So yeah, I'm gonna play this a little bit safe, take my time and not rush this. I don't know if I remember to bring this up, but crushing is instant death in this game. So yeah, you definitely don't want to get crushed by anything. It's really bad. So yeah, we're going to kind of be patient and just carefully make our way across the cyclone stone. Again, this little block here is a safe spot because none of them will go there. Yeah, I'm basically trying to time this in such a way that I can easily get past. That was a little dangerous, but it worked out. And we have our final thwomp here. The thwomps I find less scary than the tox boxes, oddly enough. But we have our star. You got a star. Past foes on the Cyclone Stone. Beach Bowl Galaxy. You increased your star bit count. You have a letter from Luigi. Bro, I got a star, but now I can't get back. This picture shows where I am. Help me. From Luigi. Where is that place? It looks familiar, but then again... Let me give you this picture so you won't forget where Luigi is. To view a picture, press plus to access the pause screen, then use the letter icon to check the picture. He actually told us where he was going, so our next stop is the Terrace. And if we look at the Good Egg Galaxy, we have another hidden star. And it's located in Dino Piranha. This is basically a freebie to introduce you to the concept of this, because Luigi's on top of this house. It's really easy. But just to demonstrate, if you pause, we now have this little letter icon where we can actually access this letter and picture at any time, so we can cross-reference. It's not particularly useful in this stage because of how easy it is, but it will definitely come in handy later. Alright, so I cleared up the enemies around here, because again, you can find an orange pipe, go through it, and get to the top of the house. Alternatively, you can just triple jump. You came to save me again. I knew I could rely on me. What? The Power Star? Yeah, I got it right here. Hurry up and bring that Power Star back. You got a hidden star. Luigi on the roof. Good Egg Galaxy. High score updated. You increase your star bit count. So that's all we can actually do in the terrace for a while, so let's return to the kitchen. First things first, I actually want to talk to Luigi and see how he's doing. Finding power stars is harder work than I thought. But if I don't give my all, the universe will fall into Bowser's claws. So he needs a break to recover for a bit, but at some point he'll head back out and try to find us another Power Star. In the meantime, we have options. There are a couple of different stars I'm debating getting next. Also, by the way, one thing I forgot to mention is if you go behind this little area near the kitchen, you can actually find a 1-up. There are plenty of 1-ups hidden around the observatory, and I think more are obtainable as power is restored to more sections. So also, if we actually go over here and like move the camera over here, there's actually a 1-up on this little like below here that you can use these little moving green platforms to get. So yeah, if you need extra lives, there are definitely ways to get extra lives easily in the observatory itself, and you can also talk to the male toad to get 20 lives, like, consistently as Luigi when you start up the game. Alright, let's head back to the Ghostly Galaxy. And next up is a very spooky sprint. So we're starting out very similarly to the previous level with Captain Toad, who for some reason does not have his full gear in this particular level. The brigade members haven't come back. What are they up to? So this mission feels very familiar. We have the rainbow star in the same place, but we also have this glowing rock over here, which we will look into a little bit later. For now, let's head over using these pole stars to this launch star. And that wasn't too difficult. We found the missing members. Yikes, this looks scary. It's a ghost. So we have the small plant with a bunch of star bits, the missing brigade members, and a Boo with a racing helmet. So you're after it too. Well, you'll have to race me for it. Here we go. We have a very interesting concept for a race. We have to use pole stars almost exclusively for this. We basically have to, pull our way to the goal where the star is, dodging these like pieces of meat floating around, because if we run into them, they'll kind of bounce us around. Remember, you can also let go of A to kind of drift a bit, which is very helpful. You can actually skip quite a few stars. There's also a sling star over there that kind of acts as a shortcut. With my trajectory, I kind of figured it would actually be slower to go over to the pole or to the sling star than to just keep going. We also have these little spherical like pole stars that I guess we actually have to stop on this one at least. The first one I don't think we actually have to stop on. But yeah, remember that you can let go. That will definitely make things a lot easier, and we're already to the goal. Hmm, 103.48, huh? Well, I promised, so take this. Go on, take it and go. You got a star! A very spooky sprint. Ghostly Galaxy. You increased your starbit count. Alright, with that taken care of, I think I actually want to take a break from the main galaxies, and instead try out one of these smaller areas. Let's go to the Bubble Breeze Galaxy. Our only star here is Through the Poison Swamp. It looks like the Toad Brigade crash-landed here. A glorious starship, the Star Shroom. It crashed. This is a poisonous swamp. If you fall in there, you're done for. Watch yourself in the poisonous swamp. Ooh, the wind sure is strong here, eh? Don't you think it'd be awesome if you could ride that wind? That would be pretty fun. Let's try to find a way to do just that. So yeah, don't fall. This is poison. You will die immediately if you fall into that. I don't want to fall in. Ow, I think I broke my bubble bone. Alright, we also have another sign. Hey, before you ride any bubbles, let yours truly, Phil Board, bend your ear for a sec. You can move around in your bubble by holding down A, but do it while your cursor's blowing on the bubble. By the way, when you're playing in handheld mode, don't forget you can blow air by tapping. If you go too far to one side, use the cursor to blow on the other side. This is interesting, especially on the 3D All-Stars version. So again, this is one of those things that uses the cursor. On the Wii version, you'd obviously have a direct pointer with a sensor bar. In this version, you're using gyro. Honestly, I actually don't find it too bad. I say this now, I might eat my words later. I probably will, to be honest. Yeah, honestly, I don't think this is too bad. Again, remember our recalibrates. That is very good to keep in mind, both for the previous star and this one, actually. For the Polestar race, that is also a good thing to keep in mind, that you can recenter at any time. Obviously, don't hit any mines, because the bubble will pop. Also, pressing ZL or Z on the Wii version will perform a ground pound and exit the bubble, which obviously I'm trying to keep my hand as far away from the Z button, or from ZL as possible at the moment, because I do not want to do that right here. Alright, we have one more star chip to collect, which is past this mine. And now we have to carefully make our way over here. And it's not over yet. Hey, I forgot to tell you something. So if you get in a bubble and you want to get back to the surface, just press ZL to get down. Oh yeah, and if you get pinched between moving obstacles, that big bubble's going to burst, so watch out. For the sake of demonstration over solid ground, yeah, performing a ground pound will exit the bubble at any time, but yeah, we definitely don't want to do that over poison, so yeah, I'm deliberately keeping my hand away from ZL. Also, I find it really weird that the first billboard you meet is Gilboard and the Honey Hive Galaxy, and then you meet Billboard at the Rolling Green Galaxy. I feel like that's kind of backwards, because the pun is obviously Billboard, so it's kind of weird, actually. Alright, so we have this little arrangement of star bits. Let's just kind of stay in place, collect those. Wow, we're almost to 100. This would also be a pretty good level for farming star bits if you need to feed a hungry Luma at the observatory. This is actually kind of chill. Obviously, there is a sense of danger because of the mines, and yeah, you will actually have the bubble pop if you get like pinched between like moving objects, like these, like the walls and these like moving gates of sorts. So yeah, we just have to kind of carefully make our way through. East, path for experts only. South, shortcut. So we actually have 2 routes now. This is the expert path. I'm actually curious. So let's try out the expert path. This might backfire spectacularly, but I'm curious to see what this actually entails. Alright, so we have these little moving walls. We have to basically time our movements, I assume. So yeah, or maybe, I think this is actually where the paths diverge. So yeah, we basically have a couple different routes to go. Maybe I shouldn't go east. Maybe I should just go south, because this is a little bit safer. I don't know what it means by, like, expert. Anyway, we have a ton of coins. We have another one of these little gates. Again, these seem to move when you get close to them, but I think they probably move back, so you have to kind of hurry through. I'm actually curious about that now. I never really paid attention to that. I can hear the star. I think it's actually right over here. Okay, so this is where the expert path would end. Again, I don't actually know how you get there. There's also... Oh, maybe it just means that, like... Yeah, I'm actually very confused by this. But yeah, there's a switch here that probably opens this up to get all these coins. I kind of don't want to take that risk, though, since we made it all the way to the end. If you happen to miss the billboard, or billboard in this case, that tells you to ground pound to exit the bubble, alternatively, you can just run into one of these mines, and that will kick you out of it very easily, and we have our star. You got a star! Through the Poison Swamp, Bubble Breeze Galaxy. Galaxy complete. High score updated. You increased your star bit count. Alright, so we have a few more stars at the Ghostly Galaxy, and we have the Buoy Base Galaxy. So if all goes well, we'll be tackling all of those next time. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Super Mario Galaxy.